It is January 4th, 2021, and this is my latest update for Medellin, Colombia and Colombia. Follow along.
Say what? Yeah, man, it's time to travel with DC Born Rob on YouTube.
Okay, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever it is you're located. In this video, I have a few stories for you, basically for Medellin, Colombia, but Colombia in general too, and a little bit about the vaccine there. So let's just jump right into the first story. First things first, this is from El Colombiano. I'm going to start with some good news for you too. This weekend, there will be no restrictions in Medellin. That's right. And he's letting you know on a Thursday. Okay, after the mayor of Medellin, Daniel Quintero, announced last week that the city had already passed the second peak of the pandemic due to COVID-19 this Wednesday, he confirmed that this weekend, Friday 5 through 7, the 5th through the 7th, neither dry law nor curfew nor pico y cédula will be imposed in the city. Now, I asked myself, is that good news?
Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
I think we all agree.
That's right. I agree with myself. This same measure was adopted last weekend while the other municipalities of the Aburrá Valley and Oriente Antioquia maintained that the restriction of the night curfew, peak and cédula and dry law. So the rest of the Aburrá Valley, Antioquia is following along with the same dry laws and curfews, nightly curfews, and Medellin saying that ain't gonna happen here. So it's good news if you are in Medellin, and I know there's a few of you guys that are going right now. So this news is for you. Daniel Quintero highlighted the commitment of citizens to care and recalled that the virus continues to circulate, and although some have not been infected, they must continue with strict compliance with the protocols and biosafety measures. According to the report of the Ministry of Health yesterday, Tuesday, February 2nd, in Antioquia, 847 new cases of COVID were registered, in which 475 were present in Medellin. The death of 32 people was also presented. Thus, the total number of deaths from COVID-19 in Antioquia amount to 6,001. Okay, next story. These are 4 comunas that in Medellin where there is more extortion. So there's more extortion in these 4 comunas. So I just want you to know where they are. Now, again, every area that might be good section, a bad section of Poblado. Just remember that, okay? So this says, given this, Daniel Quintero announced a team of 70 police officers to combat the crime. Okay, an anti-extortion tactical team was created in the capital of Antioquia because this crime has been increasing in the city, especially in 4 comunas. This was announced this Wednesday morning by the mayor of Medellin, Daniel Quintero, who said that there are 70 men from WALA and National Police Intervention Unit and the National Police who will be in these sectors to support the victims. Okay, we want to achieve 0 extortion zones in the city of Medellin. We want to protect especially transporters, both formal and informal, as well as street vendors, merchants, and businessmen. This is no right that how after difficult the pandemic has been, right now they have to suffer another pandemic that is due to extortion, Quintero explained. So these locations are the comunas of, it says the comunas affected by the crime are comunas 10, Candelaria, 16, Belén, 13, San Javier, and 4, Aranjuez. Okay, next story. And these 2 are going to be a couple short ones, but I wanted you to know Bogota, Medellin, and Cali, the most undisciplined cities in the pandemic. This is regarding having in clandestine parties, hidden parties, as well as not wearing the mask the way that they're supposed to. So it says the director of citizen security of the police, General Carlos Ernesto Rodriguez, reported that during the pandemic, 1,400,387 submissions have been imposed for not complying with sanitary measures and biosafety protocols. In January, there were 95,886, an average of 3,100 daily. The cities with the highest record of sanctions in this period of time are Bogota, 21,647, Medellin, 9,466, Cali, 5,949, Cucuta, 4,295, and Pereira, 2,371. Okay, it says it has been shown that social indiscipline has been one of the factors that spreads the COVID-19 the most. So be aware, wear a mask. Simple as that. Okay, Itagüí requests authorization to open the business for 24 hours a day. Where'd you hear that from? It wasn't what? A week ago, I said, look, if you open up for 12 hours here and 12 hours there, you can stay open for 24 hours. Now they're just saying, let's open for 24 hours because the virus is going down. That's what they're saying. The virus is going down, and we want to be able to open up 24 hours and have people come through at 3 a.m. More business hours, they figure more business. I guess they're willing to, hey, you know, if I'm willing to stay up early in the morning and get 2 or 3 customers, why not? I'm willing to do it. So they're just saying this because the virus is going down. Just a first paragraph of this one. The mayor of the municipality of Itagüí, Jose Fernando Escobar Estrada, asked the Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Interior to allow them to implement a pilot plan in which commerce can work 24 hours a day. This is an initiative for the economic reactivation of the sector in this population. The president argues this proposal in that the infections in the municipality are in constant decline. There you go. Okay, this one right here, this is the bulk of this I wanted to get to you. The vaccines are going to be there soon. They have a date where they're going to begin this rollout. So this is back to Medellin Guru, the guru of Medellin as far as I'm concerned. Again, COVID-19 vaccinations in Colombia start on February 20th. So this is the first time they've actually named a date. It's actually going to be there. So COVID-19 vaccinations in Colombia start on February 20th. COVID-19 vaccinations in Colombia start on February 20th. We look at the planned vaccination rollout schedule in Colombia in a bid to achieve herd immunity. Colombia plans to have at least 1 million of the most at-risk people vaccinated against coronavirus by the end of March. Colombia, a country with a population of about 50 million, hopes to vaccinate some 35 million people in 2021. That's not bad. That's 70% of the population. That's not bad. We're not going to do it here in the US. Colombia acquired 20 million vaccine doses for 10 million Colombians through COVAX. COVAX was originalized by the World Health Organization, the WHO, with a goal of building manufacturing capabilities and buying supply ahead of time so that 2 billion doses can be fairly distributed worldwide by the end of 2021. Colombia also purchased another 41.5 million doses in other deals for 25.25 million people. So Colombia has vaccination deals for about 61.5 million doses, enabling 32.25 million people to be vaccinated. Okay, how are they going to roll it out? COVID-19 vaccines, Colombia's plans for use. Okay. The national vaccine plan in Colombia now includes 5 different COVID-19 vaccines. So they got 5. Right now we got 2 and another one coming. Pfizer, BioNTech, number 1, 10 million doses purchased for 5 million people, 2 shots per person. AstraZeneca, 10 million doses for 5 million people, 2 shots per person. Janssen, I think that's Johnson & Johnson, 9 million doses for 9 million people, single dose vaccine. And I guess their approval process is not like it is here in the US and it's a wrap, it's done. They're going to go ahead and take it. Moderna, 10 million doses for 5 million people, 2 shots per person. Sinovac, 2.5 million doses for 1.25 million people, 2 shots. Okay. The first vaccines to be used in Colombia are likely from Pfizer and BioNTech, which are the first vaccine deal in Colombia announced back in December 2020. Also, so far, reportedly, only the vaccine developer by Pfizer and BioNTech has been approved by Colombia's Food and Drug Regulator, INVIMA. So they haven't actually approved it yet. But Health Minister Fernando Ruiz said in December that Pfizer would deliver 1.7 million vaccine doses by February. He never said a date. You remember his name, Fernando Ruiz. He's the one that fought the judge that said that the head of Salud that fought the judge that said that we're not going to open up or require the test when they did open up. But in January, Ruiz said that reduced delivery by Pfizer vaccines would arrive in Colombia via the first week of February. Okay, it's the first week. I don't know if they're there now, though. But here's the phases that it's going to roll out to. Phase 1, 100% of frontline healthcare workers and 100% of people over 80 years old, most at risk. Phase 2, 100% of the population from 60 to 79 years old and 100% of the second and third line healthcare workers. Okay, phase 3, teachers at primary and secondary levels, military and police, and those aged 16 to 59 with underlying health issues such as hypertension, diabetes, health disease, and kidney deficiencies. Okay, phase 4, 100% of institutional caregivers and 100% of the population in risk situations. Phase 5, the last phase, the entire population age 16 to 59 without underlying health. Now, I wanted to keep on going for this section right here because this shows how much they're going to roll out each month, and $1 million in March, 4 million, 4 million in May, and so on. But there was one sentence that I found down here was this. Also, top-end hospitals and clinics will most likely offer the vaccine for sale at a high cost. So for you expats down there that don't have the insurance, want to get it done? Now, they say, expensive, but what's expensive? It's all relative, and our dollar's strong. So the Colombian Medicine Control Authority in BIMA already approved the Pfizer vaccine for commercial sale. So they're going to sell the vaccine. You don't have to wait. I wanted to take a second also to give a couple of shout outs. Also, remember, if you need a driver, if you need a tour guide, check out my man Andres. A few of you guys have already used him today, a couple of days ago, and so on. Check the references from these guys in the comment section. They have given good reviews. So also make sure you stop by Sweet Georgia Cafe, either one, Poblado or Laureles. Okay, let me find this. Okay, here's the latest one that I just got today. Somebody says, okay, thank you for the update. I just landed in Bogota and Medellin just now. I need to find a rapid COVID test location today so I can fly back to SFO, San Francisco. I need to find a COVID test in Bogota. And I responded, because I respond to all of mine. Now, sometimes, let me put this out here, because there's one caveat. There's sometimes I touch on a message and it says it's been removed. So I don't know if you're removing the message, you type something and remove it, but it won't let me comment. So if I don't comment on your comment, it's because it did not allow me to. Be careful of some of the words that you put in there too. So I don't know if curse words get flagged or whatever it is, but certain words will get thrown to the spam. And I check that like once a month. So anyway, this is Chico Kampala 63. He asked that question. And then 48 minutes, a few hours later, Gladiator 3000 says there are a few clinics around, one between Cray 13 and Caracas on 49th. Get the antigen test with 2 hours. You get the results within 2 hours, and it's about $30. So this is how you guys are actually helping each other out too. But I wanted to give a few shout outs for a bunch of regular comments that I get from you guys and positive feedback too. So thank you guys so much. There's Gladiator, there's KB, there's Only in America, Simeon, let's see, Terrell. We got some homeboys, and always shout out to my DC people. I'm going to represent the DMV. Let's see, Kush Seti, always around. Chico Kampala again. Let's see, Joy, Terrence, Elena, Kush Seti's always there again. King Mel, Mike B, Travel Shortcuts, KB, of course, Mike B. A lot of you guys jump in. Justin was the one who was actually not feeling well. He's getting better. He took his COVID test and came out good. He said he got him some Sweet Georgia Cafe delivered. And I need to reach out to Rob. I'm going to reach out to him again while he's still here in town. That Justin says he wasn't able to find them on the Rappi for the Poblado location, but they delivered from Laureles to Poblado. Okay, Joy again, Blaine, Pete, of course, Tony, and then Tony again. Arturo, Pete, Rose's always there. David Lee, Paul K, New York Marine 21, shout out. Jermaine, Sammy El Gringo, Razor Rays. These are just a few of you guys. I just went through the most recent ones, but thank you guys for logging on. And
make sure to hit like and subscribe.
Thank you guys so much. Do me a favor, if you're getting any benefit out of my videos, go down and hit the subscribe button, click the bell to be alerted of any new videos, and like helps the YouTube algorithm. It does work. You guys have actually answered the call and gone down and hit the button. So much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching, and be safe.
We have a YouTube channel. Like it. Please comment and share if you like the video. Please subscribe and kick the bell.